Hey, welcome back to Ozarks Live. There is a new bakery in town. You do not want to miss out on this. It's called Nothing Bundt Cakes. Here to talk about it is Jordan Harvey. Jordan, it's great to have you here today.
Thanks for having me.
I am super excited about it. Thank you for opening this and bringing it to the Ozarks.
We're excited about it. Lots of great things for people to try, and we're fairly well known in the area. There's a lot of people that have gone to Kansas City or St. Louis to visit our stores. So now they don't have to go 2 hours to get a cake.
Yeah,
3
now
hours.
you don't have to trek so far because this is new to me. This is not something that I've had, but I've heard all about it. Okay, so this business has been around since about 97?
97, started in Las Vegas.
In Las Vegas, got it.
Dina and Debbie in their kitchen at home, and it's grown into, we're store number 404.
Is that right?
So it's
incredible.
getting pretty big.
All right, so talk about your cakes. I mean, they're all Bundt cakes, which who doesn't love that? But talk about the varieties that you've got.
Hence the name, Nothing Bundt Cakes.
Right.
So we have lots of different sizes. We have our 8-inch cake here.
This is the 8-inch.
That's going to feed about 8 people. And then we have our 10-inch, which is a little bit bigger, 18 people. We also have individual size here is our Bundtlets. And we have those.
The Bunttlet. I love the name.
They're adorable.
They are.
And we can do all kinds of neat little gifting ideas for anybody that you want to say thank you to.
Okay, so the largest cake you have is this one.
The 10-inch here, yes.
Is the 10-inch.
Yes.
Okay, and that'll feed a lot of people.
That'll
I mean,
get you
unless it's
far away.
my family, and then it'll feed more than this one. But,
like I say, it depends on what you consider a slice.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
a little bit
varies.
different for everybody.
So you have different cakes, but pretty much your frosting is kind of the same magic recipe.
Yes, so it's our buttered cream cheese frosting. So it's the same on all the products. It's absolutely wonderful. My favorite thing is to clean the bowl after they make it, because then I get to try some. And we also have our buntinis. Don't want to forget about those. Those are our little cute ones.
These are
our buntini toppers. We have all kinds of different ones for.
Oh, look at this. Let me see
good for today.
Veterans Day. Your buntini toppers with the flags.
Anything
things
like that.
This.
We have our pilgrim hats and pumpkins.
Perfect. So these would be great for birthday parties or kind of absolutely any occasion. I can't wait to try these. Which is your favorite? What kind of flavors have we got
That's
here?
chocolate chip, red velvet there. We have our marble. This is our lemon. So.
Oh my goodness, lemon too?
Lemon. We have, if you can think it, we probably have it.
You have it.
Our feature is pumpkin spice right now. So
wouldn't that be the best
fall.
Dessert? Yeah, for you to bring home for the holidays.
Absolutely. Get this turkey decoration on it for Thanksgiving. I know my kids are already called dibs on one of those coming home.
Smart kids, for sure. All right, so this is your grand opening week.
Yes.
All right, so tell me about some of the events you have going on this week.
Okay, so all this week we're giving appreciation to teachers. We have medical professionals, first responders. If you come in and show us your badge or any kind of identification, we'll give you 20% off this entire week.
How nice.
Friday is our benefit day with Big Brothers, Big Sisters of the Ozarks. So 20% of all proceeds that day will go to that charity. One of our staff members is actually a part of that, so that's why we decided to choose them. And then Saturday, everybody come out, and you get a free confetti Bunttlet.
Did you hear that? Everybody who comes out gets a free confetti Bunttlet. Now, this is the Bunttlet, and it's confetti on the inside.
Confetti, so that's kind of your birthday cake. It's the most colorful one. It's adorable.
The cause for celebration, for sure. These are fantastic. I'm so excited that you're here. Tell everybody where you're located.
So 2906 South Glenstone, the Brentwood South Shopping Center. Are you going to go for it?
Yeah, I'm just hoping you keep talking so I can eat. So just talk away.
Glenstone and Battlefield across from the mall.
This is a chocolate chip.
Chocolate chip.
Man.
Delicious.
It's gold right here.
And I'm not taking any of this back with me, so you can feed.
No, you're not.
Everybody
because I will
here.
fight you tooth and nail for every bit of this. Thank you so
very much.
Go see him. This is great stuff. All right. I see David Oliver over at the news desk. David, you should really make your way over here for some of this.
He had me at cream cheese and butter. I mean, obviously,
Don't you know it?
You can't go wrong there. And he just said he's leaving some of that?
Oh, he's leaving it all.
Watch out for the newsroom stampede shortly. Watch out.
I know.
Hey, it's a very special day, as always, in our country and across Missouri and the Ozarks. It's Veterans Day. Always a lot to do to celebrate the men and women who have served our country here locally. We're going to show you the different celebrations and honors today happening across the Ozarks, including the annual parade down in Branson, which is always a very big special event down there in Music City. Also, we're going to talk more at 5 o'clock about the Salvation Army's annual Christmas Assistance Program, how folks can sign up for that. The deadline's coming up on that pretty soon. Also, the Alzheimer's Association's going to host an online panel coming up tomorrow to talk more about some new research on early detection and diagnosis. Important information. We'll share that coming up at 5 o'clock. And also, this viral video at the Masters is making the rounds. We're going to show it to you at 5 o'clock of this guy who tees off at the Masters and skips it across the pond, gets on the green, and he makes a hole-in-one. Now, a lot of those guys do that on the, I believe, the 16th hole, and they try to skip it across and get over on the green. This guy just happened to have the shot of all shots, and we're going to share it coming up. If you haven't seen it, you'll want to watch it at 5 o'clock
We
tonight.
watched it a little bit earlier in the show, and it is straight up unbelievable.
It's unbelievable. And in fact, I saw somebody tweeted it out earlier today again and said, I dare you to just watch this once. Because you can't. You can keep watching it and watching. You're like, how does he do that?
How? That's why they're
Yeah.
good at it, and I'm not. You
Yeah,
know. But
me
anyway,
too.
This right here is gold, David Oliver. You better
Well, let's
get over
get
here
that and
before
have it
I
at your house
scarf it all
sometime.
down.
We'll do it.
Know
We'll do it.
All right, coming up, Tom got to chat with John Sellers over at the History Museum on the Square, and you don't want to miss his stories. Do you ever? Of course you don't. We'll be right back.
Welcome back. You know that I really love history, learning about new things. There is a place in Springfield that most all of us have heard about, but but probably don't know a whole lot about, and that's Pitt Chapel. That was hard for me to say.
Pitt's Chapel. Yeah.
Got it. John, and I know this is John Sellers with the History Museum. And John, give me some history about Pitt's Chapel.
It's fascinating that this month, the month of October, the Pitt's Chapel will celebrate their 173rd anniversary.
173 years old?
173 years old, yeah.
That's a long time for anything.
Yeah, it was founded by slaves. They went to their master.
Yeah.
They went to their master, a slave named Tom Moreland, went to his master and asked if they could have the freedom to have a church.
Okay.
And the master agreed to it, and the mayor signed off on it. So on the 31st of October, 1847, they started Wilson's Creek Chapel. And it was a brush arbor church just alongside the creek.
Right.
And then over time, it became a log building and then a brick building over on Jefferson Street.
Okay.
And continued to be an African-American church all this time. And then a man named Edgar Pitts was the reverend there for many, many years. And he passed away in 1889, and after his passing, they renamed the church from Wilson's Creek Chapel to Pitts Chapel in his honor.
So like that name alone has been around for like 130 years or something.
Absolutely. And then in 1911, they built the building that they're in now. They're on Benton Street at Benton and Tampa.
See, that's amazing because the way your story started out, was it Townsend? Was
Townsend.
that Townsend?
Townsend.
All right, he and the mayor saying yes.
Yeah.
That had to be really unusual at that time.
Very unusual, and way ahead of its time, because in that day and time, they weren't even allowed to teach them to read and write. They were not allowed to teach African Americans to read and write.
So it's amazing when you think about what the Ozarks is, what Springfield is. Religion played a huge a part of everyone's life in this area.
Right.
And Pitt's Chapel indicative of that.
Yeah.
Are there any churches that you're aware of around here who have that longevity?
Not that I know of. Really not.
See,
yeah.
once in a while you can get a not that I know of out of John. But that says a lot for, of course, the church itself, the dedication itself. And you know, thank goodness that someone said, do it at some point.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is one of the, Pitt's Chapel is one of actually the cornerstones of Springfield.
Right, right.
All right.
No question.
So
there's another one.
there it is. It's Chapel. Pitt's Chapel. I didn't know all of that, and that's one of the great reasons to come to this museum. It's easy to find. It's right on the square, and as you said before, there's this big sign. You can't miss it. And John, tell folks, the hours that you're open.
We're open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 to 5, and then we're open on Sunday from 1 to 5.
Pretty simple.
Pretty simple.
All right,
Absolutely.
pretty simple.
Come see us.
Check it out on their website, Facebook. They're all over the place. But the best place is right here on the square in Springfield. That's where you come.